I began like taking pictures of the dogs when Alvaro and Leah didn't have a Facebook page yet. So I went to their house when they have the dogs at their home, and I took pictures, posted it on my Facebook page. Then I called Leah and said like, oh, I find a home for this dog and that dog, and I like coordinate the adoption process and everything. So I began like that. Then I started, well, here they're saying like Zoila, I'm the one who does this and this and this and this and this. So I do a lot of things. Now I care mainly about, well, coming on weekends and working here. I started doing all the social media. I coordinate the adoptions for people outside Costa Rica, and we all do a bunch of stuff. So we don't have like a main activity here because we all do a little bit of everything. Since I was a little girl, I used to rescue dogs and bring in home, and my mom was like, what are you doing? So yeah, since everything, dogs and all kind of, I rescued a horse once from the corner of my home, and I got home with a horse on a leash. This is not my first dog, but I have her since she was born. Her parents were a rescue, and since the mom ripped apart the sack when she was in, I just fell in love, and I was like, oh my God, this is the one I'm keeping from all the puppies. So I can say that this is the dog that has changed my life. I have 10 dogs at home, and I've always had dogs. And obviously I love all of my dogs, and they have different personalities. But this over here, this is the one that changed everything. And she's been teaching me the most pure and unselfish love. And I don't have, I'm 35 and I'm not married and I don't have children, but this for sure is my baby. She is my baby. I give my life for her. She comes first, and I come like in 10th place. She has to go, I need to help her go to the bathroom every 3 hours, so she needs to be with me at all time. And if not, I have to come back home after 3 hours. So she's very dependent on me on that theme, and she's in perfect shape, and I can tell you that is because I give my life to her. She could walk until she was 3 years. She just woke up one day without walking, so we took her to the vet, and that vet said, okay, you have to go to our neurologist because she has something in her back and I'm not able to diagnose her, so go to another hospital. There are an emergency hospital. They are giving her the most important attention and everything. So we took her there, and the so-called neurologist did a bunch of exams, a CT scan and everything, and she was like, no, she's perfect, you can take her home, she doesn't have anything, take her home, give her 2 weeks rest, and I don't know if she's gonna walk again, but there's nothing wrong with her. So we took her home, and she was in a lot of pain. She couldn't even sleep 2 hours in a row because of the pain she had. So 2 weeks go by, we took her to another neurologist that actually was our first option, but he was out of the country at that time. So we took her in, she sees her, does another exam, and he goes like, no, she has a herniated disc, and that needed surgery 2 weeks ago. There's nothing I can do anymore. I can do surgery to see if she doesn't have pain anymore, but there's nothing I can do. Even if we do surgery, she probably is not gonna be able to walk again. So he did the surgery and the pain got away. I tell people that if the surgery didn't, if the doctor didn't do the surgery, she will die of a heart attack because of the pain she had. So it's been 4 years now. She's paralyzed. She can't move her legs. but she doesn't have pain. Hey, she doesn't have pain, and she's really strong. And this is because we take her to therapy 2 or 3 times a week. And as you can see, she's so happy. She's really happy. She loves to come here and run with her cousins. She has a Facebook page. We have over maybe 20,000 followers there. And on December, we opened her Instagram. And we try to teach people that you can have a special needs dog and it's not the end of your life. And they don't deserve euthanasia if they get hit by a truck, or they have one leg amputated, or they go blind or something like that. You can have a special needs dog and they can live a happy life and mostly a normal life. And we teach also that not every pit bull is a killer. We have a lot of pit bulls here, and she's really sociable and she gets along with boys, girls, childs, everything. So we try to teach people not to see pit bulls are mean dogs. Sometimes most people here have pit bulls and they're not like the most, there's like a social thing about people that have pit bulls here. So other people see pit bulls as killer dogs, and yeah, just like those two. Nero and Chancha. So because of the followers we have on our page, she's been able to go to therapy for 4 years now, because therapy goes around $500 a month. And with the money I do with my work, it doesn't cut it. So we sell t-shirts and hats and calendars and everything like that, so I can take her to therapy. And it's been like that for 4 years. Puppy Gray, like Puppy Grey.